Good afternoon. Welcome to the flight deck, flight Southwest 5238. We're parked at the gate here at the westbound beach with service to Atlanta. The flight will take us about 1 hour and 35 minutes to cover 514 nautical miles, and we will be at flight level 380. Let's get the thing started up here. Get the ground connections. 115 volts. Start the inertial alignment. Emergency exit lights are on. Flaps are up, fuel switches are on cutoff, parking brake is on, and the speed brake is down. And check the wheel well, overheat, fire warning, works normal. Let's go ahead and turn on all the lights, exterior lights, and we'll check them out. Here we go. The GPS is alive. Start the alignment. Let's go ahead and pop outside to take a look at the lights. Wing lights are on. Landing lights are on. And everything looks good here. That was the end of the originator flow. Let's go ahead and get fueled up now at this point. We're taking on 19,346 pounds of fuel. We're going to need 7,500 for the trip. There is some hold and contingency built in there. The weather is pretty clear in the West Palm Beach, but Atlanta is having some pretty rough thunderstorms going through the south of Atlanta. Everything is moving, all the weather is moving northeast, but it's staying south of Atlanta, so we should be good to go. I do have an alternate planned for this flight, but I don't think we're going to need to divert to the alternate based on the way the weather is situated around Atlanta. Minimum takeoff fuel is going to be 17.9 thousand, and we should arrive to Atlanta with around 11,000 pounds of fuel on board. Empty weight of the airplane is 83,000 pounds. Payload, we have 100 passengers on board, 5,371 pounds of cargo. and we'll put 3,979 pounds in the forward compartment and 4,892 in the aft compartment. That gives us zero fuel weight of 109,371 pounds total. And that's going to give us 128,717 ramp weight, which is under the 155,000 limit. Takeoff weight is 128,000 and the limit is 149, so we're good there. We're underloaded by about 12,000 pounds on the based on the zero fuel weight, and we are good to go there. The route of flight's going to take us over Orlando, then over to Jacksonville, and then we'll start the Jedi 2 arrival shortly after that. Okay, so release fuel 19,346. So it looks like we do have some fuel in the center tank. Center pumps will be on for the initial portion of the flight climb, and we'll turn it off once we're in the climb. 100 passengers. We have 3,979 in the forward compartment and 4,892 in the aft. And that should give us 109.4 on the zero fuel weight, and we have 109.4 here, so we're good to go. Let's go ahead and get the doors opened up so we can start loading. Alright, and the doors are opened. We have 2 cargo doors opened in the front, left and right front entry doors are open for loading. The passengers and food service and all that kind of stuff. Alright, flight deck prep. Jump to the overhead panel. Leading edge devices are on. Alignment's finished. Reversers are off. EECs are on. 16,000 pounds of 1,600 pounds of oxygen, crew oxygen on board. Gear down 3 green. Passenger oxygen is kept. Lights out. Flight recorder is normal, and overspeed clackers are working properly. We'll come back to the stall warning horn. Indicator PSEU light is out. Crew oxygen flow is normal, and we'll check the cockpit lights. And that looks good. Waterfall down the overhead panel. All the flight control standby hydraulic spoilers are kept, and and normal. Yaw dampener is on. Navigation switches are normal. Displays are auto and normal. Fuel temperature is normal. Fuel pumps are off. Electrical diagnostics. We'll get that started. Passenger signs are on. Windows heat. We'll drive the overheat and reset. Probe heat lights are working normally. No faults in the electrical system. Anti-ice lights are normal. Hydraulics A's are off. B side is on. Voice recorder is reset, and pressurization is normal. Cabin temperatures are a little bit on the warm side, so we'll start cooling that off. Packs and bleeds switches are in the right position. Altitude's 38,000 feet for this flight. And we're going to be landing in Atlanta. The runway looks like maybe 27 right. Elevation is 977, so we'll set that to 1,000 feet elevation. $977, so that's good. We'll be starting on the right side today. Overhead panel is checked. Let's go ahead and get the ATIS.
Kilo, Alpha, Tango, Lima, airport information, Foxtrot 1714, Zulu, weather, wind 265 at 4, visibility 2, sky condition, ceiling 500, broken, ceiling 1,500, Kilo, Alpha, Tango, Lima, airport information, Foxtrot 1714, Zulu, weather, wind 262 at 4, visibility 2, sky condition, Kilo, Alpha, Tango, Lima, airport information, Foxtrot 1714, Zulu, weather, wind 265 at 4, visibility 2, sky condition, ceiling 500, broken, ceiling 1,500, broken, ceiling 2,000, overcast, moderate, rain, temperature 15, dew point 15, altimeter 2979, advise on initial contact, you have information, Foxtrot, Kilo, Alpha, Tango, Lima, airport information, Foxtrot 1714, Zulu, weather, wind 265
this is the wrong.
4,
This is Atlanta weather, so this is the wrong station.
Kilo, Papa, Bravo, India, airport information, Gulf 1653, Zulu, weather, wind 207 at 9, visibility 10, sky condition 4,500, scattered 6,500, scattered, temperature 24, dew point 12, altimeter 3006, advise on initial contact, you have information, Gulf. Kilo, Papa, Bravo, India. Kilo, Papa, Bravo, India. Airport.
Alright, that's better. Tune to the Unicom. Alright, so winds from 270 at 9, visibility 10. 4,500 scattered, temperature 24, dew point 12, altimeter 3006 in West Palm Beach. So with that, we can go ahead and program the FMC. Destination is Atlanta. Company route. And the runway was set is going to be 28 right. For departure. And standard departure is T-Bird 2. T-Bird 2 with sheds transition. Good. Flight number is Southwest 5238. As per usual. I'll go ahead and activate that. Takeoff fuel is 17.971, so we'll call that 18. Zero fuel weight, that would be 109.4. And we'll take 3.5 on the reserves. And cost index is 20. Flight level 380. At the top of climb, just looking at the paperwork here, winds from 278 at 64. And minus 57 on the temperature, which gives us a 0-degree deviation from standard. And that looks good. Transition altitude is 18,000 feet. We will derate to TO1 with assumed temperature of 45 degrees. The winds are from 270 at 9. Flaps 5 for departure. 6.34 on trim, and that gives us rotation speed of V1 of 124. Rotate at 128 and V2 132. That is a beautiful thing here. So let's check the legs. Sure, we don't have any discontinuities here. And I'll pull up the departure chart. T-Bird to RNAV. Alright, Utley, we need to be above 4,000. And that's about the only altitude restriction we have. That looks good. For arrival, let's plan on runway Just a moment. Let me just grab the right paperwork here. Runway 27 right. With Jedi 2 standard arrival and Lars transition. So we'll take 27 right, Jedi 2, and Lars transition. Let me pull up 27 right real quick here. And we'll take the Yo-Yu transition for now, and we'll see what that looks like. Actually, before I accept it, let's take a look at the plan. There's a vector here, which is fine. So let's get rid of that. And there's the Yo-Yu and the start. Yep, that looks good. Actually, we could shorten that. Just eliminate one point, eliminate the Yo-Yu, and just kind of like round off this turn here into the final. So that's good. I'm going to go ahead and accept that, and that is good to go. Alright, so departing 28R out of Palm Beach. ILS localizer runway 28R. Frequency is 111.9. And we'll set it on both sides. Palm Beach VOR is 115.7. We'll set that on NAV1 standby. Runway length is 9189. And touchdown zone elevation is 18. That is good. MD is 218. And altimeter setting is 3006. That looks good. We're going to put 279 on the course and heading. We'll take altitude of 10,000 feet and V2 of 132. Flight directors are on both sides. FMC auto throttle lights are normal. ND displays are normal. PFD and ND displays are normal. Time now is 17:43 Zulu. We don't need any lights. PFD, we have 132 on the speed, 10,000, 3006, and 218 on MDA. Heading is 140, 140, 3006, and 3006 here. So we're good on that. V speeds are set. VORs are on. The first transition point is Crier, and that looks good. N1 is set on auto. Speed reference is an auto. We'll reset the fuel and put on the system display. Auto brakes on RTO. Gear down 3 green. Flaps are up. Trim 6.34. Trim is set. Takeoff warning test is normal. Stab trim is normal, and cutout switches are, the switch guards are set correctly. We tested the overheat and fire detection, engine fire detection, the squib test. That works normally. Cargo fire detection test. That is good, and we'll set the transponder to 2200. Rudder and aileron trim are centered. Fuel door or flight deck door is an auto. Lights out, so that looks good. Let's go ahead and test the TCAS.
TCAS test pass.
Glide slope. Pull up. Wind shear. Wind shear. Wind shear. Terrain. Terrain. Pull up.
Get the APU going. And while that's spooling up, we'll run through the pre-flight checks. Fire warning and overheat checked. Start levers. They are in cutoff. Stabilizer trim. Cutout switches are normal. Light test is checked. Zero fuel weight is set. 109.4. N1s are set to 90.5 and 90.5. V speeds are 124, rotated 128, and V2 132, and they are set. Stabilizer trim is set. Minimum cleanup altitude is going to be 1,500 feet. And flight deck door is closed. The switch is an auto, and lights out. Oxygen masks and quantities are normal and checked. EECs are on. Navigation transfer switches are normal. Display switches, auto and normal. Fuel. We have 19.3 thousand pounds of fuel on board. Minimum release fuel. Minimum takeoff is 17.9. So we're good on the fuel. We do have some fuel in the center tank, and the center boost pumps will be on, and they are on. Passenger signs are on. Windows heat is on. Hydraulic pumps, A side is off and B side is on. Pressurization is set for cruise altitude and arrival in Atlanta. Flight instruments are set and cross-checked. Auto brake on RTO. Takeoff warning horn is checked. Parking brake set, and aileron and rudder trim are 0 neutral. Before start, checklist is complete. Let's take a look at the APU. We got 115 volts and 400. So we'll put the APU online. We can go ahead and disconnect the ground power and start the pushback and engine start. So close all the doors. And the doors are closed. Alright, let me take a look at the airport chart here, the airport diagram, see which way we need to taxi. It looks like we'll go nose right from here. And we'll take Bravo and Charlie all the way down.
And ground cockpit.
Go ahead, Captain.
We're all set to go up here. We've been cleared to push and start at your discretion.
Roger that, ready for push. Power and air are clear, doors closed, we are ready for pushback. Please parking brake, please.
There's no ATC online right now
Okay, parking brake is off, cleared to push.
in West Palm Beach, but Atlanta has ATC online. There's Tower and ATIS, so.
Brakes off, here we go.
Alright, the push is initiated to the ground. Start valves open, 25% N2. Fuel. Yeah, fuel flow, mixture is lit. And 1 rotation. Oil pressure lights out. Looking for a 56% N2 for a starter cutout. There goes the starter. And rollback.
Parking brake, please.
EGT rollback. The engines are stable.
And pressure's normal.
one to ground.
Alright guys, thanks. You're cleared to disconnect. We will be watching for the pin and the release from guidance.
Looking
Right
for
side of
25%
the aircraft, next time
and
through.
2. Yep, see you.
Roger that. Have a good flight.
See you next time through. 25%, here comes the fuel. We have fuel flow and the mixture is lit. N1 rotation. Oil pressure is rising. Oil temperature is rising. %. Starter cutout. EGT rollback. And both engines, 1 and 2, are stable. We have stable start on both. Let's go ahead and check the generator bus, inverter, APU can go off at this point. And we'll go ahead and do the pre-taxi checklist here in just a little bit. Flaps 5. Flight controls are free. And what's going on here? Alright, lights out. Recall is clear. Pre-taxi checklist. Electrical generators. We have 50, 115, and 400 on Gen 1. 48, 115, and 400 on Gen 2. Inverters 117, 400. And 115 on standby power. DC side, 26, 48. 22 and 13. Standby is 26. Battery bus 26. And 28 volts on the battery. Probe heat is on. NTIs is not required for now. Start switches are in idle. Flight controls are free, and start levers are in idle. Start switches are in left continuous, and flaps are 5 green light, and the lever is on 5. So we're good to go. For taxi, let me go ahead and send the message out to West Palm Beach traffic. Alright, so I just sent out a message stating Southwest 5238, KPBI traffic, Boeing 737, taxi runway 27 right, West Palm Beach. Actually, 28 right. Alright. Parking brakes off, and we're going. So we're looking for Charlie. Where's Bravo then, Charlie? So Bravo is coming up on the left here. And we're off the blocks at 17, looks like 55 Zulu. 17, whereabouts there's Bravo. We have way too much fuel on board for this flight. But, so the weather is pretty clear here. Nothing really much going on up here, but there is a, like I mentioned before, very strong thunderstorm activity, convective activity south of Atlanta, south of Georgia, and it's streaming all the way from Texas, Gulf of Mexico into Texas and southern Georgia into the Carolinas. So there's that weather that's going on along the flight of our route of flight. We're not going to hit that until we're past Jacksonville, and we're going to start the arrival. So as we start our descent into Atlanta is when we're going to start hitting a lot of that convective activity. Alright, we're looking for Charlie. Just make sure the APU is off. And it is. Last time I left the APU on until after takeoff and burned a ton of fuel just taxiing on the ground. Check the bleeds. Impacts, those are normal. Cabin temperatures are good. We are on Charlie. Winds at West Palm Beach are from 270 at 9. Take this all the way down. like hydro seed over there on the left side. Somebody's planting a new lawn. There's that water. Alright, 27R. I think the scenery is not correct. It should be runway 28R. So we'll stop here for a sec. Transponder and altitude. Flight attendant notification. Lights on. Packs are in auto. Bleeds are on. Cabin temperatures are normal. Generators are normal. APU is off. Recall is clear. And we'll do the before takeoff check here. Attendant notifications complete. Transponder and altitude. Packs are on, auto. Bleeds are on. APU is off and recall clear. Before takeoff checklist complete. I'll take a look, make sure there's nobody on final. Nobody's coming down the runway. And we are good to go. Check. Brakes on RTO, flaps 5, gear down 3 green. Start the clock, auto throttle's coming on. We are ready for takeoff. Lined up, 40%. Normal and toga. We had that caution light that just popped up and it went away, so sometimes that happens. A little crosswind here, 80 knots, check. Wobble here, but little crosswinds. Alright, gear up. Flaps 1. RNAV is in guidance mode. And I'm just hand flying it right now. Let's get on course. Put the nose down a little bit, accelerate so we can retract flaps and clean up. Cryer's coming up 3 miles. We got a right turn. And flaps up. Let's go ahead and start the gentle turn to the right. Climbing through 3,000 feet. Flaps are up, the gear's up. we are stable. Good takeoff. Let's get on course. A little bit more to the right. Just pull up a little bit. A little more. There we go. 5,000 feet. Still in the turn, climbing. We're getting on course now. I'm going to level off. Continue to climb 7,000 feet. I'm going to engage the autopilot at this point. We're in command mode. That's on. Let's go ahead and turn the anti-ice on for a little while until we get through the clouds here. We'll go ahead and crank up to our cruise altitude. 3,000 feet. Reset the VNAV. And 10,000 feet. Pressurization is normal. We're climbing. Packs are on, bleeds on, packs on auto. And we'll give the flight attendant notification we're climbing through 10,000 feet. Southern Florida. Let's do climb check. Pressurization's checked. Start switches. We're through the clouds, so we can go ahead and turn off the anti-ice and turn off the start switches. We can also go ahead and lock the gear. APU is off and flaps are up. Lights out. Climb checks complete. This little haze layer, I wouldn't really call that visible moisture. It's just a little hazy. 15,000. $17,000 coming up on transition. Altimeter standard. We've got a fuel warning here. That's normal. We expected that. We'll go ahead and turn off center fuel boost pumps. And that is because the center tanks are exhausted. That's normal, and that was expected. Climbing through 18,000, lights out. Alright, so what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna set up the wind information on the CDU or FMC. Route data. Alright, so Orlando, flight level 380, the wind's from 280 at 66. VQQ, winds 283 at 83. Yulee 283 at 89. Larry winds from 277 at 104. I'm going to execute that and go to the descent forecast. We'll pick 3 altitudes, 300, 220 and 15,000. At 300, the winds are 257 at 98. At 248 at 87. And 15,000, 254 at 62. Oops, what am I doing? 248 at 87. Unable 280 at DTSTR. Let's see where that is. Just execute that. DTSTR is part of the Jedi 2 arrival, so let's go there. Right there, so we have a 280 flight restriction there. Assuming I have to manually intervene there, so that's fine. Everything's good to go. 73 miles from Orlando. $30,000 climbing for 380. I'm just going to bring up the Jedi 2. Jedi 2 is going to start at Lars. We're going to cross Lars above flight level 240. We're going to go to a new HB, and from there to DTSTR. And we have a 280 above 14,000 there. Then we have Walkie 250 and above 11,000. That is good. The Jedi we have 250 above 10,000. That is good. Then we have Daffy, and we have 8,000 restriction, hard restriction in Daffy. So with this information we can calculate our top of descent point. So at Daffy we have 8,000 foot flight restriction. We're going to be coming down from .380. So from 380 to 8,000, we're going to drop 30,000 feet. So 30 times 5 is 150 plus 5 gives us 155 miles from Daffy, and Daffy is 42 miles from Atlanta. So 155 plus 42 gives us 197. 197 nautical miles from Atlanta is our top of descent, and 192 miles places us plus 8 is 34 miles from a waypoint called Chesson, Chesn. So let's see if we can find that here. Right there. So we'll take that. 34 and put it above Larry. I'm gonna take that, copy it into the scratch pad, and go to fix and put it on the fix. Then I'm gonna go back to the legs and erase what I just did. I'll show you what that put the top descent right there, that green circle. Alright, we're at the top climb, or 1,000 feet to go. And but let me just show you what I did here. So I'm going to go to the plan. So there's the computer calculated top of descent. And this is our calculated type of descent, which is before the computer. It looks like maybe 30 miles or something. Miles before the computer calculated type of descent. I'm gonna need to redo that calculation one more time because there's a big discrepancy here, and I just want to make sure that I'm calculating it correctly. So I'm gonna run through that one more time. But we are at the top of climb now. We are 24 miles from Orlando. Once we get to Orlando, we'll do the fuel burn. What I'm going to do right now is I'm going to do a system check. So we'll start with the DC bus. We have 28 volts on the battery. We have 26 and 48 amps on TR1, 2622 on 2, and 2613 on 3. Standby power 26 and battery buses 26, and DC looks normal. AC power, Gen 1 we have 46 amps, 115 and 400. We have 45, 115 and 400 on Gen 2 and 117 on the inverter bus. Standby power is 115, and that looks good. Pressurization, we are at cruise flight level 380. We have approximately 7,000 feet of cabin altitude, which is normal. It's fine. Cabin temps are comfortable, passengers are comfortable. Recirc fan is on, packs are in auto, and bleeds are on. Switchers are set correctly, and it is good to go. We have 13 miles to go to Orlando. We're pumping out 87.6% in N1s. 629 or 630-ish on the EGT. N2s are 86. Fuel flow 2.26 and 2.32. Oil pressure is normal. Oil temperature is normal, and quantities 88 and 99. So I'm just going to take a note of the oil quantities and pressures, so that we can compare it to later in the flight. So the quantity is 88 and 99, and pressures are 42 and 43 respectively, and temperatures are 76 and 78 respectively. Hydraulic, I'm going to do the same thing. Going to write down the hydraulic data for later comparison. We have quantity is 72 and 96, and pressure is 3,029.60. So we'll just compare that later on in the flight to see how we're doing. Coming up on Orlando, we're at 15.3 on total fuel, and 22 minutes into the flight. 15.3 on the fuel. So we're actually doing better on the fuel than anticipated by 200 pounds, and we're 2 minutes ahead of schedule right now, so we're doing great. doing fantastic. We're going to be landing in Atlanta at 19:29 Zulu. It's 13:28 Zulu right now. So we're going to be landing in just about exactly an hour from now with 11.7 thousand pounds of fuel on board. Which is better than the prediction according to the flight plan. We're cruising at 0.78 Mach, 38,000 feet. We're established in the cruise, and everything looks excellent so far. No issues whatsoever. For the time being, I am going to fast forward this video, so I'm going to pause the video recording here at this point just so it doesn't turn into like another 3-hour adventure. I'm going to pause the video, and we'll come back before we get to the top of descent, and we'll continue on from there. Alright, thanks, and we will see you in just a little bit. And folks, welcome to flight. Welcome back to the flight Southwest 5238 service to Atlanta. We're just right in the middle of Florida Peninsula right now, and the Jacksonville Center has just opened up on 135.05. So I'm just going to go ahead and give them a call right now to get on board with the center. One 135.05. Good afternoon, Jacksonville Center, Southwest 5238 with you, flight level 380.
South 238, Jacksonville Center, squawk 1003, and ident, please.
1003, ident, Southwest 5238.
And a 78 Kilo Lima, you can descend via the Osprey arrival as well for the visual for runway 15. Southwest 5238 radar contact, 44 miles to the south of the Cecil VOR at 580.
Jacksonville Center, AFA 201, with you flight level 3505.
Alright, so he acknowledged that we have radar contact.
AFA 4201, squawk 1002, and ident for me, please.
Oh, 109.8 is Brownsburg.
And November 78 Kilo Lima to set a maintain 4000. Wind maintain 4000, November 70, Kilo Lima. KFA 4201, radar contact over the public VOR at flight level 350.
Roger, 420.
And Charleston is reporting winds 190 or 10 10 miles, fuel at 5,000, scattered at 8, altimeter 293. The dew point spread is 20 and 9. That was for November 78, Kilo Lima. Southwest 5238, you got weather at Atlanta?
We're just about to pick that up, Southwest 5238. Looks pretty nasty, just south of South Georgia.
Yeah, it is pretty nasty. You got 32017, 2 miles in visibility, 2980, broken to 500, light rain this.
And roger that, thanks, 5238.
And just for your information, Southwest 50, see the call sign, 5238, they're landing to the west.
And roger that, we'll expect west arrival, landing to the west, 5238.
They got one of the tower guy up, nothing else outside of the tower guy, so just giving them.
Yep, appreciate that, thank you, sir. Just pulling up the ATIS detail.
The Southwest 238, if you're not doing it already, clear direct Larry.
Direct Larry, Southwest 5238, thanks.
November 78, Kilo Lima, direct Luther. Direct Luther for November 70, Kilo Lima.
Sorry, I'm just checking the weather on weather information, and the sound keeps dropping off every time I click switch the Windows mode away from the simulator. .26 right. Looks like both 26 right and 26 left. That's what they're doing simultaneous. I think we'll take 26 left. What do we have planned here? Let's do 26. .26 with Jerry. Jedi 2 with Lars. Execute that. We need to change it. But right now we'll plan on 26 right. This is our new one. Pop that in here. We're good for 26 right. What's going on, FMC? What do you want from me now? Unable to 80 at DTSDR. Yes, thank you. I know that. Appreciate it. Jedi 2. Love Jedi 2. Lars transition.
Jackson Move, Michael Center, American 882 at flight level 370.
American 88, squawk 1005, and identify with these Jacksonville Center.
So 1005 and ident American 88.
Alright, the Atlanta Tower is 119.1.
Number 78, Kilo Lima to set and maintain 3,000. Set and maintain 3,000, November 78 Kilo Lima. November 78 Kilo Lima, the field will be at your 12 o'clock, 15 miles, call the field in sight. We'll call the field in sight, 78 Kilo Lima.
Alright, so Atlanta, Aegis information.
American 88, radar contact. Let's see, you're 15 miles to southeast of the Ozina intersection, flight level 370, welcome.
Roger, thank you, American 88.
Aegis information hotel, 06 1810 Zulu, winds from 320 at 17 knots, 2 miles visibility, temperature is 13, dew point 13, and altimeter tune 980. That's the latest information in Atlanta.
Jacksonville Center, number 72 Lima has the field in sight. 72 Lima, you're good to approach runway 15. Please for the visual, runway 15, November 78 Lima, thanks. And do you want me to leave this free for 122.8? No, because see, here's the thing, it's a control field, so I'll stay with you right till you get off the runway and to where you park, because it's actually still controlled. November 78 Lima, copies, stay with you. The only time we do that is if the field's uncontrolled, meaning the tower's closed or whatever, or it's an uncontrolled field, and then we'll do all that verbiage that we do about releasing it. Alright, November 78 Kilo, we understand, thanks. I don't, took me a while, but I got it now, I think. Yeah, this is my first time hopping on here, so I appreciate it. Don't worry, ask the question, I'll give you the best answer I can.
79 miles to top descent.
And November 78 Kilo Lima, winds are currently 19010, runway 15, you're clear to land. And do you know where you're parking? Just the Air Force Base, the GA ramp. No, I don't at this moment, sorry. Okay, so I'll get you to you, because I don't want to keep you away from the restricted area. I'll get you down, and we'll get you to one of the FBOs, okay? 78 Kilo Lima, copy, thanks. And just for you to know where it is, it's sort of to the left of runway 15, depending on where you pull off. I'll get you in. Roger.
Alright, 52 miles from Larry. Can go through the...
Good afternoon, Jacksonville Center. This is Canjet 219. Request clearance for Toronto person.
And the first part of the call sign, I got the 219. What is the first part, please?
Asian Express 219.
Asian Express 19, you're cleared to Toronto Pearson. Crosby 2, departure Whisper, then as filed. Maintain 3000. Expect flight level 33010 minutes after departure. Departure free is going to be 135.05, squawk 1007, please.
Clear to Toronto, somebody across V2 departure, whisper transition, flight plan route, maintain 2000, flight level to V0, 10 minutes after departure, will be squawking 1007, in Express 219.
Asia Express 219, read back is correct. Push and start at your discretion, advise ready to taxi. The weather at Jacksonville is 240 at 6, so you probably handle runway 8 because that makes sense.
No, probably it's going to be 26.
No, I thought runway 8 might work better for you.
Okay, good. No problem. Okay, I'll call you when ready for taxi. Thank you.
All right, sir. Southwest 5238, cross Larry at and maintain flight level 340.
Roger, 340 at Larry, Southwest 5238.
Jackson Center, American 2630, level 360.
American 2630, there you are. Squawk 1004 then. Try getting a hold of you a little bit earlier.
Spot 049 then. I'm getting on. Understood.
Southwest 9346, we're checking in flight level 370, about 120 BME Northwest, we can be about
Southwest at 346, squawk 1010 for me, please. In American 2630, radar contact 27 miles to the south of the Meta intersection at flight level 360. Welcome.
Radar contact, American 2630.
Southwest 9346, Jacksonville Center. Radar contact position you noted earlier at flight level 370. And November 7 Kilo Lima, welcome to Charleston. That left turn at Echo 5, not the next one at Juliet, please. And November 7 Kilo Lima is off the active at Echo. Okay, take Echo all the way in, cross runway 21. It will turn to Alpha, and then you take Alpha, make a left turn on Golf, and then the Golf 1 to PFBO. And I have the diagram up if you will follow, we'll take Echo, cross runway 21 at Alpha, Golf 1. Perfect, 7-8 Kilo Lima, thanks.
Andre today, this is Sunken 6014 at RL 360, Bob to Charlie Tango Yankee checking in.
Okay, last calling aircraft, your call sign, please.
Sunken 3314.
Okay, and where are you, please?
RL 360, we are 34 miles south of Charlie Tango Yankee. We are 8,000 Charlie Yankee.
descent. Gas Larry at 340.
P7 Country 314, squawk 1011 right then, please.
It was just squawk 1011, Country 314.
Sun Country 614, make sure you're squawking altitude, please.
10 miles from Larry.
Roger, I'll check.
Southwest 5238, delete my airspace. Radar services terminated. Frequency change approved to the Unicom frequency, like I said. You'll be picked up at some point, pretty close to final, so maybe you can reach out to them at some point. They are on 119.10.
And roger that, 119.10 for Southwest 5238. Thanks and have a great day.
You too, we'll see you. And Center November 72 is on the executive field ramp. Thanks for all the help and leak frequency. Okay, nice job. People, good work. And Sun Country 314, radar contact to the southwest, 26 miles to the southwest of Ocala, VOR at flight level 380. Cajun Express 219, Jacksonville Center.
What you 219?
I can make two available to you. The winds are like 6 knots, so I don't know if that's going to affect your tailwind component, but just let me know.
Roger, thank you.
Catch up to the RMP. So RMP is 400, AMP is 150. Coming up. Oh, that's good. That's good. All right, let's go ahead and click on the VNav and let the computer take over from here. Nice. Back on the track. Let's get the tower on board here. 119.4. Good afternoon, Atlanta Tower, Southwest 5238 with you. Radio check, please.
southwest, I believe it was Delta 5268, read you 5
That was Southwest 5238, and we're landing Atlanta with information hotel.
I copy that, see my radar yet, but you can be call landing, during Sahara.
And, roger that. We'll give you a call in just a little while. Southwest 5238.
Zero over 1564, 3827 right. Delta 1564, RNS, blue bar, runway 27 right, cleared for takeoff. RNS, football, clear for takeoff, 27 right, 1564.
And Atlanta Tower, Southwest 5238. We're still about 125 miles southeast of the field, and I would like to request 26 left if possible.
That is approved. They call it final.
Roger, that was Southwest 5238, and we're still 120 miles out, so still ways to go.
Copy that.
So I'm just going through the airbag checklist. We did the ADAS. We installed the information into the FMC.
1564, 60 change. Yeah, good flight. You can change boot up 1564 today.
A 15-mile radius ring around Atlanta. And we're off to New HP. Next point is going to be DTSTR 14,000 above and 280 on the speed. Alright, so this is all the nasty weather that's South Georgia that we've been kind of expecting all of this. I'm gonna go ahead and turn on the eyes here in just a little while, since we started punching through these the cloud deck here. gas now. So 280 on the speed, we'll go ahead and go under ravine, pump it up to about 280.
Target afternoon, jump 90 in the air. Who's call for Twin?
Sorry about the truck IR stuff, let me turn it off.
Here come call Towers again.
Another 90 request back.
So DTSTR 280 and
Let's
then about
West,
14,000.
West 790, runway 27, right, taxi via Wigman, Juliet, Mike.
Then Wookie 250,
Right
11,000.
via Lima, Juliet, Mike.
Then Jedi 250, 10,000 and above. And then Daffy at 8,000. Then Graham and Puba, and we are home. And this thing's got to dump away from us again. And let's go ahead and catch up. Let's catch this bad boy. We're off track. It's alright, we're coming back. Coming back on a glide path where we need to be. Alright, the scale's coming back up. I'm gonna click on the VNAV now. Now. Passing through 18,000 feet. Pressurization is normal. Packs and bleeds are normal. Cabin temperatures are normal. DC and AC buses are normal. Alright, 11,000 above, 14,000 above. DT STR 14,000 above. We're good to go there. Drag required. STR, we need to be at 280. Let's go ahead and do the descent checklist. Altimeter and bugs are set and cross-checked. VREF target is set. We have 40 degree flap and 128 on the VREF. Start switches are continuous and recall is clear. Onto Wookie. Go back to VNAV. Throw the boards out, as they say, with the drag. Go ahead and slow up to 260. 261. Alright, Wookie 11,000 and above. So DTSDR, I guess it's the Death Star. Some kind of Star Wars thing on the Atlanta approach. So we have the LARZZ, Lars, then New HP, I guess it's New Hope, then Death Star, Wookie, Jedi, Daffy, D-A-F-I-I, I'm not sure what that is, not Graham, and then Kuba.
Couple 790s ready to go, season mark.
Southwest 790 RNAV to Slaw. We're going to do some red quick takeoff.
RNAV to Slaw, clear big off the lane 27 right, Southwest 790.
We're at 250. On track for Jedi, 2 miles. Crossing 10,000 feet. Go ahead and give flight attendants a call. Flight attendants. Seatbelt signs are on, the lights are on. Pressurization is normal. Duffy at 8,000.
Southwest 790, frequency change approved. Good flight. Over to you, come 122,000 late. Southwest 790, good.
Atlanta Tower, Southwest 5238. We just crossed Jedi, on track for landing 26 left.
Southwest 5238. Don't see you on radar yet. You're just a little outside of my airspace still. If you want to stay with me, once I pick you up, I'll reach your landing clearance.
Roger that, Southwest 5238. Down 5,000. NTI is on. Let's see what the fuel situation is. 12.2. Kuba's next, 3 miles. Minimums 1280. Crank it up, crank it up. Problem is the airplane is moving. It's kind of hard to. Alright, so 1280 on the minimums. We're going to be approaching 275 from 275 approaching west. The winds are 320 at 17, so we're going to have a little bit of right. 3200 at 17, so we're going to have a right crosswind component on the landing. Missed approach, climb to 1500 feet, then right turn, climbing, turn to 3500, Atlanta right radial 005. Atlanta is 116.9. heading for missed approach. Good afternoon, Atlanta Tower, Southwest 5238 with you. We're over Geary and just catching the localizer at this point.
Southwest 5238, I got you out of the wind 31010, runway 26 left, clear to land.
31010 on the wind and 26 left, clear land, Southwest 5238, thanks. Where's he going? See, 2600. So flaps 5. Speed brake is armed. Power brake on 2. Do we have the localizer? 175 localizer frequency 108.7. That's fine. Where's he going? Go gear down. Flaps 15. 6. Flaps 40. Gonna let it establish and take over manually once it's stable. On the ground, that was a little bit iffy. Not sure what was going on with well, I'm sure I was doing something wrong there on the final approach. Just kept fighting with that approach localizer. I'm not sure why I wouldn't engage. Maybe I was a little bit too far away and just sure it was something that I was doing. Let's go ahead and clean up. Atlanta Tower, Southwest 5238. We're cleared off the runway. Are we good to taxi to the gate? No worries. I got it. Taxi Foxtrot to the ramp. And thanks a lot for your help. We'll talk to you again soon. Foxtrot to the ramp is what he's saying. His headset died. he's unable to reply to me. So, but I got him. He texted me. Let's get the flaps up. It's a little rainy. Rainy and cloudy, overcast. We kind of knew it was going to be like this. And go ahead and shut down the right engine. The right side. Yeah, I'm gonna go back and reanalyze this video to see what I did wrong there on the final approach. Why the localizer wouldn't engage. Maybe I was too far away. So if anyone, if you guys know what I did wrong, please leave a comment, let me know. Let's talk about it. Let's get the ground connections turned on. We're good. Shut down the remaining engine, parking brakes on. We are good to go. Alright, thanks a lot everyone. We'll see you later.